Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I already have this part of my face done. You can do it whatever way that you want to. You can make it like super glam, super natural, whatever. This is just what I chose to do. It's Halloween, you do whatever you want. I did start out with a white eyeliner to trace where I want my actual face to end and the pumpkin face to start, and then we're gonna get started. So of course we're gonna start with the Mehron Paradise paint in the shade orange and apply that all over where I want my pumpkin face to be. I did try to block my brows and I did a really bad job of it, which does bite me in the butt later, but I made it work. Then we're gonna proof the eyelid with the NYX Proof Fit Waterproof Eye Primer on the lid and under the eye, and try to cover my brow a little bit more. And then we're going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Waterproof Gel Liner in the shade Jet and apply that over the eyelid. I do like using it instead of the Paradise paints because my eyes water a lot and it kind of goes up on my eyelids, and this just kind of lasts a little bit longer than the paints would. Then once I'm happy with that eye shape, I'm going to go in with the James Charles palette and use the shade 518, that matte orange shade, and go over all of the orange paint instead of using a setting powder. And then I'm going to use the shade Spooky and go over that eye shape. Then we're going to go in with the Morphe 3502 palette. We're going to use the shade Ablaze and we're going to apply it as the creases in the pumpkin. It's a burnt orange shade, so it's gonna work really well. I like to do that instead of using a black for the shadows on this. And we're just gonna buff it out with a little blending brush. And then we're going to use the shade B and apply it as the highlights between those darker shades. And we're just gonna apply it kind of thick because that yellow pigment is hard to work with, and then blend it out. And then we're going to go in with the 3502 palette again, the shade Brick, and use a small brush to deepen the orange color a little bit more to give it more depth. Then we're going to go in with the black Mehron Paradise paint and outline where the eyes were to kind of fix those lines. Draw on the nose and then draw on a nice creepy smile around the mouth. And when we get done drawing the outlines, gonna fill it all in, make it nice solid black. And it is okay if the lines around the edges aren't completely perfect because we are going to be adding a lot of detail around it to kind of hide anything that you might mess up there. So then using a very small detailed brush, we're going to go in and do very light strokes coming off of all of those parts of the face that we just painted on. Kind of go around and kind of like blend it into the edges so it doesn't look like lines just coming straight out and you can still see the solid line. Just kind of takes a while, but it's kind of worth it. You see me struggling on my eyebrows. I had a really hard time getting those lines to work on there, which you can avoid by blocking your eyebrows better, or you can make the actual eye shape larger, go around your eyebrow, and then draw the lines off of it. So then I'm going to take the Total Control Drop Foundation. It's this shade Light. That's what I used on the actual normal part of my face. And I'm going to take it along the edge and kind of drip it off in some places to kind of look like my face is like melting onto the pumpkin. Then soften up those edges with my finger, and then that brings us to our finished look. I've done this every single year. It's one of my favorite things to do, and I always love it. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye.